Imagine a place so remote it's barely a dot on the map. No cities, no traffic, no phone signal, just wind, sea, ice, or desert stretching endlessly. In today's video, we're taking you across the globe to explore 9 of the most isolated places in the world. These are destinations few people have seen in person, and some you can't visit at all. Whether it's a village where your breath freezes midair or an island guarded by spears, each one tells a story of mystery, survival, and untouched beauty. So buckle up. We're heading into the farthest reaches of the planet. 1. Pharaoh Islands. Between Iceland and Norway lies the Pharaoh Islands, a cluster of 18 volcanic islands that seem pulled straight from a Norse myth. Though part of Denmark, they have their own language, flag, and a rugged independence. Around 50,000 people live here, surrounded by dramatic cliffs, crashing waves, and sheep. Lots of sheep. The weather is wild, the sea's rough, and flights in and out are limited, but the isolation has preserved a traditional way of life. Fishing is still king, and the islanders are fiercely proud of their culture. The fog, rain, and solitude may scare off some, but for others, it's the magic that keeps them coming back. 2. Pitcairn Island. Pitcairn Island is so remote only a handful of ships visit it each year. With just around 50 residents, it's one of the least populated jurisdictions on Earth. What's more fascinating, most of them descend from the infamous bounty mutineers who settled here in 1790. There's no airport, no hotels. Getting here requires a multi-day boat trip. Supplies come by cargo ship every few months. Internet is satellite-based and spotty. Life here is self-sufficient, quiet, and steeped in history. For outsiders, it's a digital detox. For the people who call it home, it's the only world they've ever known, and they wouldn't trade it for anything. 3. Sotra Island. Located off Yemen's coast, Sotra Island looks like it belongs on another planet. Nearly 40% of its plant species are found nowhere else on Earth. The most famous? The dragon blood tree, with its umbrella-shaped top and crimson sap. The island's isolation has helped preserve this biodiversity. It's home to about 60,000 people, but tourism is minimal and modern infrastructure is limited. Few paved roads, intermittent electricity, and a landscape of bizarre beauty. Political instability in the region makes visiting difficult, and conservationists are constantly battling to protect the ecosystem. Socotra isn't just remote, it's alien, ancient, and breathtakingly unique. 4. Tristan Dunia. Tristan Dunia is the most remote inhabited archipelago in the world. Sitting in the South Atlantic Ocean, over 100 miles from South Africa, the island has around 250 residents. The community lives in a single village, Edinburgh of the Seven Seas. No airport, no restaurants. Supplies arrive by boat once every few months, weather permitting. Residents rely on agriculture, fishing, and government assistance. Despite the hardships, the people here live with a sense of cooperation and calm. There are no police because there's virtually no crime. Life moves slowly and family means everything. Visiting is possible, but only if the locals approve. You don't just go to Tristan, you earn it. 5. Easter Island. 2,000 miles off Chile's coast, Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, is best known for its giant stone heads, the moai. No one fully understands how or why these statues were built. The island once hosted a thriving civilization, but collapsed from overuse of resources. Today, around 7,000 people live there. Tourism supports the economy, but everything is expensive and flown in. Internet is spotty. Despite its beauty, Easter Island is a place of mystery and cautionary history, a reminder of what happens when a society grows too fast for its own good. The faces of the moai seem to stare forever into the sea, silently guarding secrets that may never be told. 6. Oyon Russia. Welcome to Oyon, the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. Temperatures can drop below Tuncha 90 degrees Celsius. Eyelashes freeze, ink pens stop working, and cars are left running all day just to survive. Around 500 people live here in Siberia using wood-burning stoves, outhouses, and thick animal furs. Winters last 9 months, yet the residents endure, often smiling through the cold. Isolation isn't just physical, it's climatic, and Oyon stands as a frozen fortress of human resilience. 7. Kirgalan Islands. In the southern Indian Ocean lie the Kirgalan Islands, a French territory often called the Desolation Islands. There's no native population, just rotating crews of scientists and researchers. The only access is via ship, 4 times a year. Expect cold rain, brutal winds, and landscapes that look like Middle Earth. There's no internet, no stores, and no escape if the weather turns. For those stationed here, it's a test of endurance. For the rest of us, it's a real-life version of being on another planet. 8. North Sentinel Island. North Sentinel Island is unlike anywhere else on Earth. Home to the Sentinelese tribe, this island in the Bay of Bengal is completely off-limits. The tribe has rejected all outside contact, often violently. In 2018, a missionary who tried to visit was killed. Indian law protects the island from intrusion to preserve the tribe's health and independence. Satellite images show untouched forests and unspoiled beaches, but no one knows how many live there or how they survive. It's the last untouched human civilization on Earth, and they want it to stay that way. 9. Bouvet Island. Bouvet Island is the most remote island on the planet. Owned by Norway, it lies in the South Atlantic, about 1,000 miles from Antarctica. Covered in glaciers and constantly battered by storms, it has no population, no port, and no flat ground to land on. A few weather stations and emergency shelters exist, but otherwise, it's completely lifeless. Getting here requires government approval and months of planning. On Google Earth, it looks like a lonely white dot. On Earth, it's the closest thing we have to nowhere. Isolation is more than distance, it's a state of existence. These 9 places remind us that not everywhere is connected, not every life is plugged in. Whether by nature, choice, or chance, these spots have resisted the pull of modern life, and maybe in their silence lies their greatest strength. Would you dare visit any of them? Or are you happy watching from the comfort of Wi-Fi? Either way, they prove one thing: there's still mystery left in the world if you know where to look. Hit that like button, subscribe for more epic content, and don't forget to share your thoughts below.